The CEO Diaries, powered by Harper Ellis Hair Co.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the CEO Diaries. I'm pumped for this episode because we're going to talk about hiring, firing, and building a team. I feel like this is one of my most requested subjects, and there's so many things I have to say about it. I think over time, I could honestly tell you guys everything that I've done wrong. And I feel like I have only mastered building a team because I've done a lot of things wrong. And notice that I'm saying I've done a lot of things wrong. I think that a lot of people expect this subject for someone, to come to the forefront and say, I've had, this person was crappy, or this person sucked, or this person didn't do their job. And it's so easy to get caught up inside of that because you get caught up in people that have hurt you or hurt your business or, affected it in any sort of way negatively. And so it's easy, to sort of stew on that and talk about those sort of things. And so today I want to talk about, of course, what I've done wrong, give you a few tips of what I've done right. But I feel like overall in business, if I've done anything right, it's that I've built a really incredible team. My team knows that I completely give a lot of the credit to what I have to them. I feel like I'm sitting here telling you guys too, I 100% could not have the businesses that I have without the most incredible team that I have. And so, over time, I feel like I've done, things wrong, but I think more so my mindset has been wrong, if that makes sense. And so, we can start with the salon. The salon was one of my first businesses. Harper Ellis is the business that everybody knows. And both of them have very, very strong foundations and very, very strong teams. But a lot of those people within both of those businesses haven't been there forever. And so, some of them are newer. Some of them are the OGs, as I call them. They've been there since day one, since we've opened the doors. But here's my thing on that. I'll go back to what I just said before. It's easy to get caught up in those people that, you've had to fire maybe, or they quit, maybe that. And, sometimes as business owners, we get a little bit bitter about people that, leave your company. It's sometimes a hard pill to swallow whenever people walk out the door and you can't possibly think, why they want to, be somewhere else. And sometimes that's just kind of a hard pill to swallow, that people want to be somewhere else other than your business. And so, over the time, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time and a lot of energy on sort of being hurt or upset over someone, wanting to leave my business. And, probably this year has been the number one thing that I've worked on is sort of myself and my own heart when it comes to when people leave, whether they left on good terms, whether they leave on bad terms, or whether you had to fire them. And so, in the past, especially with the salon, and I say with the salon because Harper Ellis headquarters is a total different vibe. The teams are totally different. They operate totally different, and you guys know that they're different businesses completely. And so I sort of have to juggle the two teams. And a lot of people have asked me, like, what's the number one most challenge that you've ever had, being a CEO and running a business? And it's been the people. And, I've heard a lot of other CEOs talk about this, but dealing with people and, sort of catering to people and serving people is really, really hard to do. And I think that's just it. I think a lot of CEOs get caught up in, why you're there, why you even have what you have. And this year alone, I've always felt this way and I've always operated this way, but I've never gotten really clear on why I ever wanted a team. And so, I sort of had to reel myself back in of like, why are you even doing what you're doing? I actually, if you know anything about my journey, I can make a very good living standing behind the chair and doing my own thing and doing hair. I actually can make sometimes more money than I even make now just from doing hair, working 4 days a week, and then going home and having nothing to worry about. And so sometimes, I answer this question a lot, but people are like, why are you doing this if you were doing so well behind the chair? And so I had to kind of get clear on like my vision or what I wanted or what I felt like my calling was. And my calling is to help other people build a better life for themselves. And so I take that very seriously. I've known that that was my calling, and I've known that that's what I was meant to do for a very long time. But I think through the mix of like the hardship of dealing with people, the hardship of hiring and firing and building a team, I've sort of forgotten and like lost touch of that's what my purpose is. And so, here's the thing, at the end of the day, you can do the best that you can do. That's all that you can do as a CEO, as a business owner, as a salon owner. I know I talk to a lot of other salon owners through my industry, but no matter what business that you own and no matter what industry that you're in, all that you can do is be the best that you can be and do the most that you can for people. And, I think we get hurt a lot when people leave, and we get hurt a lot when you have to fire people, or you get hurt a lot when people decide to leave, even if it's on good terms. It just sometimes sucks. And so, we get caught up in that. You lose, I know I have. I've lost a lot of sleepless nights on, people of like, why? Why do they want to leave? Is my place suck to work at? Or is my environment not good? Or am I not a good boss? Or do I not do the most for people? Do people not see what I really do for them behind the scenes? And the reality of that is yeah, people see it. If that's truly what you're doing, people do see it, and the people do know. But sometimes, no matter what you do, you could go to the ends of the earth for people. Sometimes your place is just not meant for them. And I think as the business owner and as a CEO, a salon owner, no matter who's listening to this, you need to realize that and then let it go. I have a few instances. I know not long ago I had a stylist actually quit, and she left to go somewhere else. She left on really good terms. And after she left, it's almost like she flipped a switch. And, I was hearing a lot of slander from her. I'm just talking about the business and running down the business, even running down my team. It was so easy for me as a business owner to get caught up in that of like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna, I want to send this girl papers, and I want to, sue her. And because I'm so protective, and you guys that have built something have spent your last dime and your last ounce of energy on building something. You guys know that all you want to do is protect, and you go into this protective mode. It took me a minute to step back and go, okay, the problem of this person isn't my business, because if that was the case, then my business would not be what it is, and my team would not be what it is. And sometimes we get caught up in listening to this noise of other people that want to talk about you. But you have to step back and realize why they're saying the things that they are saying. It turns out this girl was probably justifying why she left and maybe took a route of a more simple life. I think she was trying to justify that to the public of like why she maybe didn't want to work so hard. And that's her business. That's what she wanted to do. That's totally fine. Or maybe she did want to go work hard, and maybe just my environment wasn't the one for her. And so her way of justifying that was to put down the business. It hurts. It sucks. We all know that. I've had things in the past where I've had to fire people for maybe doing shady things behind my back, or not getting along with the team, or just whatever the reason was. I don't even know. Honestly, I've been through so much with employees that it's hard for me to remember every single scenario. But at the end of the day, I feel like as a CEO and as a business owner, you find your people, and you find the people that are loyal to you. And hey, you guys that are sitting there and going, I don't really have that team yet. It will come as long as you're staying true to yourself and you're not worrying about the outside noise, and you're not sort of reacting from the outside noise. Those people will come. But not only that, it also takes time. I'm 7 years in. I just now feel like I have, my people and my circle of people that love my brand as much as I do. And those people will come, but sometimes it starts with you as the business owner and as the CEO. If you're not being the best version of yourself to your employees, no way is someone good going to come your way and stay within your environment. And so I feel like sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, but I want to be here to remind you not to sort of tell you from a place of just telling you what to do, but I'm coming from a place of learning from pure experience. And so build your team, be patient. That will come. Whenever you do have to hire or fire or let someone go, let them go, and then just leave it at that. Let them go, root them on, cheer them on, even if they aren't cheering for you back. Sometimes that's hard. Let them go and stay in your lane. My business has never been more powerful, And my business has never been more successful as it is now when I'm just 100% staying in my own lane. All my eyeballs are on my road. So encouraging you today that sort of forget about the outside noise, stay on your path, pay attention to what your goals and dreams are, and everything will be good. Thanks for listening.